Hello again, everybody. So what I've got, what I want to go over with you is this. The reason why, well, okay, Jared over at Guns and Gadgets, he has updated his carry, and this is what he's carrying. This is of course, mine's a little bit different because I put the threaded barrel on it because I like to shoot this one suppressed. It really does shoot well suppressed. It's got a wonderful trigger. I love that skeletonized trigger. Um, It's similar to the one that I've got ordered for my 19X. Um, Whenever I get it, whenever the Glock store makes them. And that's a whole trigger bar issue I did a video on not too long ago. But anyways, the reason why I'm not carrying this one is if you look right here, the uh, checkering, about the best way I know to call it, best thing I know to call it, maybe you might call it stippling, is very, very minimal. It's also not very aggressive. It's great here on the scales, and it's fairly good back here in the back. But here, where my fingers go, I'm getting these two fingers on it, and I noticed that as I was shooting, and my hands were getting a little bit wet with it, I didn't have anywhere near the control. So I was feeling this one, and I actually bought it. This is the part of their X line, the Spectre, and it was a little bit lighter than what I wanted. I love the weight on the AXG here. I love, or AGX, whatever, the Scorpion. I love the weight on it. But it's aluminum and it gets cold. Here's the polymer, and I really love the checkering on this. But once again, very, very minimal. By the way, this is not pointed at my head, just so you'll know. Very, very minimal. This is also a lot smaller. Put both of them together here and show you. You can see about a 1/4 inch. Well, maybe you can't see. Let me try it like this. About a 1/4 inch difference. So what I'm going to do, I was going to buy just this trigger and build my own P320 around it. I was actually going to buy this type of slide for it. And the triggers aren't being made. They're hard to come by, so I bought this, and because I really like this checkering. But they make one similar to it in the frame that's the regular full-size P320 frame, which is what I'm going to go with. So that's why I do not carry that. And I'll show you this. If you look at the 19X, the checkering, stippling, diamond pattern, whatever, goes all the way up. I can't believe I just said or whatever. All the way up, front and back. It's really aggressive, but not overly aggressive. Now, I know that it feels really great right here. So it goes all the way up all my fingers, and I have great control over this handgun, which is why I have just fallen in love with it. I just cannot say enough about it. Now, I was saying how this one was lighter than what I liked, and it's more 19 like. I didn't get my 19 out to show you, but it's more 19 like. And I really like the full size with the shorter nose. And let me put these two together here. You can see that they've got, I like that 19 nose. The 19X is just a little bit, well, let me zoom out. Hang on. Now you can see that the 19X is just a little bit bigger. So this is a little bit smaller than the, there we go, back to normal, than the other. So but what I did, because I didn't like the weight, wrong button, hang on, okay, I wanted a little bit heavier. I ordered these weights, you can get my big fat hand out of the way. I put all three of them in, you can see them. I got those from Wilson Combat. I don't remember how much they were. They weren't too expensive, like $7 or $8. So that actually, this gun now weighs, that ain't right. I was just weighing this thing earlier and it was nowhere near that. Okay, I stand corrected. It is correct. 1 pound, 4.9 ounces. So pound is 16 ounces, so roughly 21 ounces. That's empty. And the Scorpion weighs 1 pound, 7.6 ounces. So I like that weight. I really do like that weight. And then you take your standard polymer Glock, weighs 1 pound, 3.8. So not that much difference, but enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get, for this one, get that out of my way, for this particular model, I'm going to get the standard P320 frame, which I should have already ordered and I just haven't, because I'm planning on getting up eventually to the Glock store here in Nashville on Airlane Drive and seeing if they have what I want in stock. If they don't, then I'll order it from SIG. But ordering from SIG, it's kind of a process. Their turnaround shipping time is really long, and not because they're super busy. It's just I've been ordering from them for a while now, and it's always been a little bit of an issue getting them to send stuff out. Now you get your stuff, don't get me wrong, but let's say when I ordered these weights from Wilson Combat, I had them in 4 days. I ordered them on a Friday, I had them on Tuesday. I ordered this barrel, it was 3 weeks, and they had it in stock. So I'm still waiting on some stuff from Springfield. I ordered it back, June I think it was. I ordered a cleaning kit designed specifically for the M1A, and it has yet to show up because it's got a spot built into the stock specifically for the cleaning kit, and I want it. So anyhow, yeah, that's why I'm not carrying this one. I love it. I would love to carry it. And the Glock just makes more sense. It feels better in my hands. As I get sweaty, I don't have near the control loss with the Glock. And this one here is more 19-like. And I want that little bit more down here at the bottom. So I found that I can get this to fit that 3.9-inch barrel, I think it is. Let's see here. Put those together. Yeah, it's a little bit longer. I think it's 3.9 on the slide. Don't quote me on that. If I'm not mistaken, that's what it was when I was looking it up. Anyhow, great gun. Haven't shot it. I never carry anything until I put at least 300 or 400 rounds through it. I just will not. As much as I love my Glocks and as much as I know they shoot right out of the box, I won't even carry a Glock that way. So, oh yeah, if you look at your magazines, magazine for the Spectre here is much shorter than the magazine for the regular. Show you here. Uh-oh, it's loaded. But you see, it locks in. It'll work. Look what happens when you put your hand on it. You have that little gap in there, and I don't like that. So let's drop that out. And then put your magazine in for this. And you see how the magazine sits flush. And I don't know, maybe I'll like it, maybe I won't. But to be quite honest with you, my preferred weapon is an FN. I love the 509. I love the way it shoots. I don't like the erratic ejection. That is when you're shooting and it just pops out and lands on your forearm. With these, it shoots into the next zip code. With that, that's just what I got. But yeah, that's why I have not started carrying this. And until... yeah, I probably will not carry this. You may say, well, if you're shooting that much, your hands shouldn't be that sweaty anyways. it gets hot here in the South. You're going to sweat. You're out walking around. You're going to sweat. You pull it out with sweaty hands. What's going to happen? So, speaking of sweaty, let's close out like this. Don't sweat the petty stuff and don't pet the sweaty stuff. Have a great day, guys.